Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Well, this is weird.
What?
You're not making no drink.
Oh shit, man! Had to make it before. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with the first like 5 minutes.
I have to,
Like, now is this supposed to start drinking? Like we just start? We here.
have to boot it up, man. This is trying to mix this motherfucker up a little bit. All right, yeah. I ain't getting no straws.
What's this?
Miami Vice.
Call it Miami Vice.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones in the trip.
Yeah, this one was actually from the excursion that we went on with the open bar. They had it on the ship too, but you can get that however you want it. But yeah, man, it was a pretty decent drink. It got fruit in it, so niggas will probably say it's gay again. But
Oh no, niggas definitely gonna say it's gay if it got fruit in it. That's the definition of a fruity drink.
frozen strawberries, cream of coconut, some rum, grenadine, and some simple syrup.
So, let me see.
I put a good amount of rum in that bitch.
Let's say this is now due to the consistency. I kind of get it. It's a little thick. It's definitely an island drink.
Yeah.
This is it's hot on the beach drink.
They had like the bar right by the beach. You
Mhm.
can go over there get unlimited drinks. We was over there faded as hell, man. I was already drunk because if you watch the video, like nigga, I'm walking around in the shops taking shots and shit, and then we go out to the beach and I don't think I recorded none of those, but I think I had some drinks in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So Miami Vice, it's the drink of the week this week, man. But it's been a long week, bro.
Bro, it's been a long week.
After last week, the homie passed, so they did a balloon release for him on Sunday, and nigga, when I tell you that shit was lit, nigga. Like niggas that you ain't seen in a minute
Yeah.
was out there, like fucking. I think a lot of beefs got squashed because his group was beefing with each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? They all, you know what I'm saying, patched everything up. So with that, like one of them is my stepbrother. So the niggas that wouldn't talk to me when we was at like house parties and game nights and shit over the last couple years, they was, oh, what's up, Dubz? I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's about to be some shit going down. I think this shit woke a lot of niggas up, man. We was at Vandergrift Park in Arlington, man, and when we pulled up, it was like a movie, nigga, for real, because it was like niggas, you like, all right, that's that nigga over there. Niggas was chilling on their whips, like waiting for everybody to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had on like cowboy shit or like blue for 'em. That shit was pretty fucking dope, man. The DJ D Real was there. Fucking a lot of niggas, man. One dude, I guess he knew everybody. That nigga walked around South Side in this bitch, East Side of this bitch, Dalworth, Dallas. Like, nigga. Yeah, we definitely gotta get some shit back in motion, man, for the city. Cause like Arlington used to be like the party city.
Man, it used to be, bro.
The nigga-
Arlington used to go down. Bro, I be remembering them times like when I used to stay in what was that club off of Arkansas?
The one that was kind of by that Taco Cabana.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
That hoe done been like a lot of different clubs. At one time it was called One Love, and then it was called something else before that. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, over there off Arkansas and yeah, bro. Used to be bro. We used to have a time, bro. That shit, it's too many police over that bitch. No, it's
Well, it's always been like that. It's just like
no,
niggas
like
just
no. I'm
start
talking like
going
how
to
they move. You know what I mean?
niggas just start going to Dallas now
Yeah.
to get their shit off. But
Yeah.
back when D Real was in the clubs, man,
Yeah.
like niggas could pull up from when we was like in high school to whenever, just cause he was in that bitch. Like nigga, we not supposed to be getting in this hoe at all. But you know what I'm saying? That nigga give the word and he'll get you let in and shit. That nigga did that for me
Shout
a
out
couple
DJ
times
D-Real.
until a nigga got kicked out one time.
How you get kicked out?
Shit, they was like, "Hey, no throwing up shit." Yeah. Me, I'm always like the odd man out when they come to Arlington because it's more on the other side than on mine. So like, but I know everybody in the club, so we all in a circle and we throwing shit up, and they come and scoop me up. I can feel my feet leave the ground, bro. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck is going on, nigga? Two big ass niggas. Hey, bro, we told you not to do that shit. I'm like, nigga, all my niggas was doing it too. Nigga gotta sit outside.
Damn.
Cause I rode with JJ or one of my other homies, and them niggas still in the club, bro.
Hey, bro.
But
Yeah.
I didn't have too much longer to wait though, so it was all good.
I ain't never been kicked out the club. I just got kicked out my first bar, like a couple weeks ago.
You was in the hell faded.
Yeah, and I went outside and lit a fucking J. Boy, you would have thought I lit some crack out there.
Hey,
Bro, you'd have thought I lit some motherfucking crack out there, bitch, bro. You thought I was over that bitch making heroin or some shit.
you was in Deep Ellum or something?
Yeah, no, I was in, shit, I was near somewhere like near that Fort Worth area. It was like, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because normally they don't trip out there.
Oh, I don't know what it was. Where I was at, the place, yeah, bro. Nigga came through, was on his shit. I said, damn, boy. I said, bro, the nigga told me put it out. I put it out. He's like, you gotta go. Police be coming around, man. You could get us kicked out. I'm like, it's CBD, bro. Like, it's like, yeah, man, they still smell like weed. I was like, bro, y'all ain't want me to be here, bro. Y'all could just told me to leave. You ain't gotta do all this extra shit. And nigga talking to me, you put that fuck out, bro. You talking to me like you know you not a police, right? Like,
Yeah.
boy, I'll beat your bitch ass. Like, nigga, we don't even, nigga, you gotta clock out, bitch. I'll wait till you clock out. And follow your car till when you stop. When you stop, beat your bitch ass.
Mop your ass up this whole fucking block, nigga.
I sit in this bitch and wait for you to leave, nigga.
But yeah, man, it was a good ass time. Like we was there. One of the homies, he make like some CBD infused stuff, right? So I got a margarita. I'll probably bring that hoe next time. And he had like a Kool-Aid one, and then he got like this little tincture shit that come in like a little thing. You could put like drops in your drinks and shit, or in your food. So I went in, I copped some of that shit.
CBD shit?
Yeah.
Right.
And boy, me and that nigga was walking around.
Bud,
and, yeah. And I ain't know Ned was behind me. And he was like, man, it's a good thing only one of my joints is here, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like mad people there. And I was like, shit, nigga, ain't none of mine here. And Ned was like, oh, yeah, for real? And I was like, oh, shit. So then.
Oh, yeah, you lit. You big lit. Ooh,
we go to.
This that, oh, for real?
We went to this spot called Greedy's in Arlington, right? And it's kind of normally back in the day we would go somewhere and then a house party would be the thing that we did after that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to like an after hours or something. So we in that bitch, me and that nigga walking around, and he stopped and talked to some chick, and then the other chick that was at the table like looked up at me,
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? She started trying to chop it up with a nigga, and then he was like, "Hey, he married," and I was like, "Thank you for saving me," because she wasn't my type anyway. And then her friend was like, "Yeah, girl, look at the ring," and then she was like, she was instantly disgusted after that, nigga.
Hey, bro, what was it?
Right behind her.
Nigga, you was gonna get your head caved in either way then. Bitch, you lucky it went exactly like that. Otherwise, they would have felt that bottle. Kabing! You know, I already pissed off earlier. You really forgot I'm here. Okay, say this. Let me remind you.
It was like that, man.
Let's take a shot to that, matter of fact. Take a shot to your motherfucking head staying on your shoulders.
Yep. Because a nigga was walking around that bitch, and it was like some chicks that I knew from like elementary, and I'm like, oh, you still alright, you know what I'm saying? And nigga fuck around and get in trouble for real in that bitch.
Bro.
But
Niggas be wildin'.
I mean, that's what come with it, man. We've been putting on for a minute. Oh, this shit smells good.
I ain't never seen that, bro.
Me neither. Oh, that's not bad. It's actually all right. I'll rock with it.
That's still the one. Whew.
Yeah, man. It was a hell of a time. We sent the homie off right. You know what I'm saying? The funeral next week. So we getting our shit back together.
Yep. You said they used to be a crew, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 4 of them. They used to be called the Dreamcast, and then they changed their name to the Game Boys after they left the dude that was managing them. Because his name was DJ Dream, so they just flipped the name from Dreamcast to Game Boys. But you know what I'm saying? Technique, Eclipse, Rod T, and G Money. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones from the city, for real. Until that nigga D-Real put on the stanky leg niggas. Then B Hamp got put on with the Ricky Bobby and shit. Like, niggas really thought we was supposed to do some shit. And then, just like typical DFW fashion, nigga, everybody started beefing with each other and everybody started letting them egos get in the way. And, like, niggas just stuck in that same spot. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, with the new niggas that's coming out of Dallas, like Montana and fucking Zillionaire Doe and all them niggas, they don't really, and even Big X, like, niggas already started hating on him. Like, niggas just don't.
Boy, they be hating on Big X.
Niggas just don't know how to let niggas be successful. Like, nigga, you can make it, you getting bread just like this nigga, but you want to start hating and you want to start talking down.
That's a black people thing, bro. I feel like niggas just, I feel like niggas really don't understand how much money in the world. And so niggas really feel like they gotta get another nigga bread. Like, it's so much money in the world. Like,
yeah,
it's way more money in the world than it is people. Put it like that.
Yep.
But like niggas don't really see it like it's like a niche market, and then they just play it against that. That's why even when it comes to like the rap and shit, like niggas will make it where, you know, oh, it's like it can only be one. Like it's only one. You know what I mean? Whatever. And it's like,
yeah, and stopping a nigga bread don't automatically mean that it's supposed to go to you. Like, you seen nigga Mo 3 died, and you ain't really seen none of his ops.
Pops, bro. Nobody else pops.
The niggas he was beefing with, they probably still getting bread, but you don't really. They not getting it like they used to.
They wasn't doing Mo 3 numbers. We know that. Cause nigga, even before Mo 3 died, it's like, you know, of course, there's always that big buzz when a nigga died, but nigga, Mo 3 was really packing shows independently. Like Boosie and them niggas fucking with him. Like he was really making his way through the industry.
Yeah.
Organically though, like we literally watched this nigga. Like unlike other niggas, it was nothing to be riding around the city and hear a nigga jamming Mo 3.
Yeah.
You wasn't gonna hear no Doechii, but you would hear some Mo 3.
And that nigga, I heard Doechii on a feature the other day, nigga, and dog. She ran that hoe. I forgot what the name of the song was, but nigga, she was on that hoe smoking shit, dog. Like,
It's like fucking with it.
Speaking of, that's one of my topics. Yeah. Let me pull up the list. So Billboard did a top female rapper list. Doechii made the cut in the top 25.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Wait,
damn, I wanted to see it in list form.
Of all time? No way, let me go back up.
Yeah.
Man, say, bro.
So
enough, gang.
we
Nah, man, hold up, man. Hold the fuck up, man.
Nigga,
Man.
I thought you was trying to do a
Man, let's say the top 20, the best female rappers of all time. You saying Doechii?
I think I'm pretty sure she made the list. So I'm gonna run through it real quick.
Doechii's on the top 25 of all time. Of all time.
They already got her up
Of
there.
all times.
Yeah.
Of every time.
Yep.
Of all the times.
So I'm a
She got one album that did 11,000 the first week. And I'm not saying that's the only thing to qualify you as a rapper. I'm just saying that project-wise,
I think she got a couple mixtapes too.
yeah, she got a couple mixtapes, but that's what I'm saying. Project-wise, when we talk about being the best rapper of all time, it's niggas that make the list that wasn't as popular as other niggas, but they body of work is substantial compared to the niggas they not as popular as.
Yeah.
Like, Currency gets the respect due to his volume, consistency, et cetera, with mixtapes.
They got him on the mixtape Mount Rushmore.
Right. So where he can't compete, popularity wise, they could never compete discography wise. You gotta have one or the other. Like you can't you see what I'm saying? Like you can't beat like you ain't
gotta
got
have that follow up.
like you ain't got no projects gang. Ain't nothing on the fucking radio gang. Ain't nothing like you ain't move. And again, I know I'm not a young nigga no more. But my ear be to the street. I still be listening to. I know it's a lot of hot new young niggas I'm listening to. You got Quinn FN. You got YTB Fat. Rod 49 Go Tough.
Chicken P.
Right. And we could go. You know what I'm saying? We could go on and on for new. I'm talking about just strictly new YN Gra. Whatever they make, I'm getting into it. I'm there. I'm with them. I understand what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mud Baby Roo, another hard one.
He from Arkansas, right?
Right, yeah. D Flowers. I'm just talking strictly YN, right?
He got a song with that girl, Unique Red, that
Right.
I'm talking about.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking strictly young niggas. I'm talking strictly damn near underground niggas. These niggas ain't even on. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm very familiar with all type. What I'm saying there is I'm very familiar with all soundscapes of music. I'm not just a nigga that's like, man, these niggas ain't like the old school, the boom bap rap. Like, no, that's not me, nigga. I could listen to fucking Payroll Giovanni and get the message just like I could listen to Rakim and you know what I'm saying, get the message. Nigga talk with his switch. Like one of my favorite niggas on the feature is Rallo Rodriguez. I don't know why. I just love how that nigga. He said I'm voice. Me and Rick remix a nigga Drake. Like he just rap. Like what he say? He say pop definitely. He said nigga, y'all niggas will pop up out the blue, shoot through the roof like industry plants. That's actually a bar, but because of how he rap, niggas like that nigga be rapping. A nigga will pop up out the blue and shoot through your roof like an industry plant. Is a bar. I'm talking on URL TV, Smack DVD, that's a bar. But because of the way he rap, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Rallo Rodriguez.
That's not the nigga that be with Lil Baby.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
Right.
He kind of...
Right, he retarded, like the way he rap.
When he
but what he's saying...
When he by himself, yeah, I get what you saying.
Right,
when
you
he
know
by
what I'm saying?
himself, I don't like that nigga, but when he on the song, he
Yeah,
can,
like, what? But that's what I'm saying. What he
can play his role on that bitch.
Right, what the nigga said, man, there's so much shit that nigga done said, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he rap retarded. Like, he made so fuck that nigga Rallo, he rap horrible. Cause his style so
unorthodox.
Yeah. But what he is actually saying on there, that nigga spitting. I would damn near call him a lyricist. I mean, I have no reason not to, other than the fact that once again, he raps very weird in how his cadence is, but and how he pronounces shit. But what he's actually saying, Like I'm not just talking about one. Like everything that he do, like he's a punchline rapper, technically.
Yeah.
Like the way he has a setup, he has a bar setup, delivery payoff style. He's a punchline rapper, but he just rap, mumble rap style. So it's like let's shoot a nigga in his head. He got a weird cranium. Like that's how he rap. He got a weird cranium. And he went like but he's rapping. But go on and tell me more about this list, please.
All right, so I'm gonna go through the list real quick. At number
Lay down.
25, we have Tierra Whack.
Lay down.
At number 24, we have Doechii.
All right, bro. I've heard enough.
At 23, we have Gangsta Boo.
Right. Okay. See, but that's what I'm saying. People have, like, all right. Like, so just look at the first three. I know we going through it, bro. But look at the first three you just gave me, right? So you got Tierra Whack, relatively.
Who should be higher?
Right. Right. Relatively unknown artist, but very lyrical. This, that, and third. But she has been out for a while doing this. Right above her, you got Doechii, who got just minimal projects, a bunch of PR, but minimal music for you to even reference, et cetera, et cetera. Then right after her, you got the legendary multi-platinum, one rung above a 11,000 copy selling artist, a multi-platinum street legend on both sides, dominated the industry charts while being the realest gangster bitch out the motherfucking Memphis M-Town.
Song she did getting sampled
that repeatedly get sampled. Repeatedly. That late night creep and all that. Yeah, like repeatedly. These niggas, they throw it in there, her voice, sit there, little chick. Like they wanna hear it. You know what I mean? And you wanna with Gangsta Boo? If no, they wanna like literally. One above Doechii? She's one above Doechii. She's just like I know she did it, go RP my girl. All love. Everything she gave to the game, you said she just one above Doechii.
Yep.
That's a what? You see what I'm saying?
It's a travesty. What?
Like 20 plus years in the game. Again, countless moments in the game.
Rapping with legends that, you know what I'm saying?
That literally molded the culture. 3-6 Mafia is the soundscape of music now.
Yeah.
The bass style, the beat style, the kick drum. I'm not talking about
the shit that they was doing in the 90s is what niggas is doing now. Modernized.
Right. No, Glorilla literally rapping on 3-6 Mafia type beats, rapping like a 3-6 Mafia bitch. That's what she's all that yeah. All those are samples that are paid as royalties to 3-6 Mafia, but people don't know that. DJ Paul said something. DJ Paul Juicy J said they clear about 300 samples a month or some shit like that. Because of the way their music is. All that, all that, that's a sample. That's got to be clear.
Yeah. And even if you flip it to Glow, you still got to pay them niggas.
Right.
Because it's off of what they did.
And you didn't even see them do it a couple times. They literally did the baby mama, baby daddy, him and her and Moneybag Yo. That's literally copying the late night creep joint, the chicken head. That's you see what I'm saying? Like that's they structure. The girl rapping back at the nigga, that was 3-6 Mafia.
They had another girl, right?
At one point, I think so.
Lil Chat?
No, Lil Chat. I think she was with Yo Gotti.
Oh.
Right. Her name was Lil Chat. Lil Chat. Look up. Let me see. Hold on. Lil Chat. Lil Chat.
Yeah, she was with 3-6.
Okay, then I was right. I thought so. I couldn't remember though. Yeah, but I think she was with Gotti too.
She might have been.
later on. She might have been with 3 6 Mafia to start or finish. I mean, I'm not sure, but yeah. But again, legendary. Lady of Rage.
Yeah, number 22, Lady of Rage. I kind of disagree with this one right here. If we go on West Coast, I'd probably go with like Yo Yo or maybe even Kamaya. Like over Lady of Rage. No disrespect to her, but like if you're gonna put a West Coast
I ain't heard Kamaya in a minute.
if you're gonna put a West Coast representative, she's still active. If you're gonna put a West Coast representative on there, it would probably be Yo Yo or Kamaya. Number 21, Glorilla.
See, like if they making a top 25 list based off of her body of work and production, her run that she's being on, I can see why she can be in the runnings for one of those lower spots, right? Because you got to remember from a hip hop standpoint, we're not just going to give a credit to the hip hop, the girlies, in the beginning, because at one point it was a caricature of how they were in hip hop.
Yeah.
If we're not giving credit to them, then people like her are gonna have to pop up. But once again, comparing Doechii to Glorilla, what tours is Doechii on? Like every time I see her, she's on somebody else's ticket on some Rolling Loud. Like she's not even like she like now. Of course, she's gonna be right because of what they did to me and shit. But before that, like what tours was she on? Like to be on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
what
And then like even now, like they put more pressure on her to actually live up to this shit. So if she don't, then
right now she got hype. Now you got that buzz.
It's gonna be that extreme fall down that niggas be waiting for.
We got the attention on you. Now you got to make that music. Now again, what I'm understanding, they saying she the most listened to artist in the world, female artist in the world right now. Over Doja Cat, over everybody. They're saying she's the most listened to. I just literally have not been one place that I've heard one of her songs play. And I go to a lot of places.
Yeah, but I don't think she make that type of music where it's like outside music. Like niggas say that shit about Kendrick and Cole and all them niggas. And
yeah, but
they don't make Drake. They don't make Drake type music or like Chris Brown type.
In order
music.
for her to live up to that hype, no, they don't. As a primary means of doing it, but all of them have a song that is able to be played at the club.
Yeah,
and
because when swimming pools used to come on,
right.
niggas used
you know
to
what I'm saying,
be
like or bitch don't kill my vibe at one point. No swimming pool. I mean not money trees. That's what I meant. And of course like Poetic Justice and all of that. Like these are songs like of course with Drake. But all of them had to have that initial or that transcending radio style hit. Even though that wasn't their primary market, never was J. Cole's. He never needed the radio to go platinum. He proved that, right? No features. Whoa. He still got nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Hey. Cause you gotta have that. So many, and then after that he got so many, right?
Yeah.
Like these are the workout. Like he got a lot of different.
You heard that shit he did with T Grizzly?
I'm gonna try to listen to him. Like I said, it's been hard to get back into him after what he did not because again, I think anything's wrong with it or anything like that. It's more so just because of rap. Like rap is like wrestling. Everybody got a gimmick, and if that gimmick get fucked up, the wrestler's done.
Yeah.
Right?
You used to be a good guy. Now you got to switch to the heel.
Right. And it don't go good.
Now you got to get booed.
Right. No, but see, that can work out because you can be the heel and come back. But when you got a gimmick that gets like exploded or something, let's say like boom, like these wrestlers.
Like if you was like Mark Henry and you was the world's strongest man, but you couldn't pick up a small nigga, you would be like,
right, you're over with, right? Like matter of fact, funny that you say that. because Mark Henry, the reason why he get to call himself world's strongest man is because he really won that competition. And the thing was, when he won the competition, Vince McMahon basically told him the World Wrestling Federation doesn't have a place for the second strongest man. And then that was the last thing he said to him. And he said that essentially is like him telling him, look,
if you don't win this shit.
If you finna go do this shit and you don't win this bitch, you don't work here. Because you done fucked up the gimmick at that point. We calling you the world's strongest man based off the Olympic, but it won't because that was the first Arnold Strongman Classic. And that nigga went in that bitch and was literally the strongest nigga at that time, like by far. Like he was in that bitch doing shit. Them niggas was like, what the fuck? Like everybody was like struggling with this axle bar. That nigga was picking that bitch up like this. Ugh. Ugh. No, with ease. But yeah, that's what it's like. It's like wrestling. So for J. Cole, it just became like, again, you did too much rapping about what's gonna happen to a nigga when they play with you, bro. And no rapper don't want to see you. And lyrically, you like Talib Kweli times 3. And again, I put a M right on your head, you Luigi brother now. Like this was like this shit too. How this shit start? This shit too easy for me now. Nigga Cole been going platinum back when CDs was around. What you sold like a couple stacks of like he always rapped like I pointed out on Airplanes. This nigga's on there rapping about how niggas can't fuck with him lyrically on a goddamn love song. So the first time a nigga want to fuck with you lyrically, you bow out like that's my bro. This is that and the third. Woo woo woo. And I make that worst sucker shit is, it ain't like Kendrick came out and acknowledged this shit. He kept dissing you.
Yeah. There's some shots on GNX where
Bro,
that nigga still.
bro, like he's steady dissing the man. So they like, he's like with you, like, nah, bro, me and Dubz can't never beef. It's love.
Yeah.
Then Dubz like, yeah, I know some bitch niggas who will say some shit like they will never beat. Like, it's like, all right, bro, who you talking? Like, it's clear, like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, bro. That's your bro? You sure? Does he know? Does he know he your brother?
He don't, because that nigga don't give a fuck right now.
Like, does he know these things you keep saying?
That nigga taking advantage of the moment, and that nigga
And doing it big, right?
Capital. That nigga just dropped a Luther video today.
I seen. I thought.
That hoe was alright. But back to the list at number 20, we got Moni Love. Oh, they say she from Britain. Along with Slick Rick, Love's impact on the rap. Oh, okay, I can see why she might be in there. I'm not too familiar with her work, but
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying. In the lower levels, those are the people I expect. Doechii, like, come on, bro. Like I expect people that were like her, pioneers that started some shit that didn't even exist. Like what is Doechii like? What has Doechii done to be a top 25 rapper of all time? Zulu, lay down.
yeah, I think to be a top 25, you would have to have some people that came after you that kind of modeled your shit. Or like, you know what I'm saying, you inspired them a little bit. She ain't really, I don't think she got there yet.
Bro, this is like a nigga going to the Hall of Fame on one season.
Yeah.
Bro, you're already a Billboard top 25. You could put that on, like, you are a top 25 of all-time rapper, and you're just getting started. That means you finna be Pac, right? You just getting new artist awards. You getting Rookie of the Year awards. In the same year, you getting top 25 of all-time awards.
Yeah.
You the GOAT for real. you're greater than any possible outcome ever.
Yeah, because if they do this list in 5 years, you gotta be.
You gotta be, boy. Listen,
top 3.
You was top 25 when you came in. You had one project, a couple mixtapes, and a song on TikTok, and you was one of the GOATs already.
At number 19, we got Lotto.
Once again, not something I'm particularly fond of, just because it's like, yeah, Lotto been putting in work, but we've seen niggas have a couple good years. All right, put it like this. And I can't remember the exact year at this point, but I'm thinking like, what, 2020, 2021, something like that. No one in the world would have told you that the best nigga out wasn't the baby. Like, the baby was the hot. He couldn't miss. Everything was, I need some shit with some bop in it. Brought out the Jabberwockers. He just the most creative. He bringing back Busta Rhymes fields. He's, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? This nigga was the best thing. He's on shit with Megan Thee Stallion. He doing pop singles. Like, bro, like he said, bro, he had 100 million on the schedule. That's the type of trajectory he was on. That was just for that year. He was on that big a level. He was literally selling out everything. He on pop songs, rock star. He's on everything. You fast forward 2 years, he can't get one song to pop. And he been making some good records.
Yeah. And
people been supporting it too. Like Sexy Red with that, even hopped on the track on the one with the five. And it was a song for the bitches, and the bitches liked it. And it still couldn't get him where he wanted to be.
He just directed her last video.
Right. And that's where he's been going. He's been going more into the directing, like, which again, kudos to him. But that's what I'm saying. Rap wise, if we look at the totality of his career, he's a nigga that fell off. He's not anything of, like, no one's trying to have the baby's career right now. Right? Like,
so you saying Lotto is in that?
No, I'm just saying that to be, like I said, of all time lists, I feel like there has to be some metrics of longevity. It has to be, or if it's not gonna be longevity, then album sold, or it's not gonna be that, then it's gotta be fan favorite vote. It's gotta be something that we can tangibly point to as to how you're rating these people, because again, you can have a great couple years in the music industry and be a nobody in the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a great, literally 24 months, you the best thing since sliced bread, and in 24 months, niggas won't even do a feature with
you. Yeah.
They won't even do a feature. Bro, remember, the baby was, remember, he was so hot, he was popping up, he had started being that baby, the record label, and had Stunner for Vegas popping. What happened to him? Where is he?
I think he did a song with somebody recently.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, where are these niggas now? These niggas was the hottest shit.
Yeah, because Stunner for Vegas was on that
bro.
He was on that song with Polo G and NLE Chopper.
Bro, he was up there.
You still see them two niggas, but that nigga ain't nowhere to be found, for real.
Shit happens, especially when you come to the music industry. So that's where it's at, where I'm just like, I mean, again, I can't say that she hasn't done no work, because she been putting out that work. She been putting out a lot of bangers. And I'm talking about for equal size. Like, this shit is hard. When I hear it, it's hard to a nigga. Now, of course, I can't relate to some of the subject content, but as a song, I can definitely hear why this is liked. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, number 19, top 20, already. She'd have done it like that.
I'll say it again. I think Lady London rap better than her and a lot of
Well, see, I don't even think it's all about who rap better. sometimes I think it's about um again, like I said, the type of music you make, et cetera, which are also things I think are factored in. But again, that only lends to like again, you ain't been doing it long enough to have that that stamp. Like when we talk about the trap music and shit like that, like niggas like Jeezy had like 4, 5 platinum albums. Like Thug Motivation 101, Thug Motivation 102, The Recession. Uh, then everybody thought he was done. He came out with Put On for My City and shit like that. Yeah, like he really got projects. Just you know what I mean. Recently was back on the map for Trap or Die 3. Had that the smash single with Bankroll Fresh selling dope about the pot. So he drop it's all that. It's all that. Just ran through the bag. It's all that. Like that's like, which is also very untypical to see from like older artists to be able to actually, especially when they don't got like a current buzz, to be able to make a song that people actually start being like, damn, okay, I need to go check this nigga out. Like, right? Like, you know what I mean? The Ozzy brothers and them probably got a billion new projects you don't hear about because, you know what I mean? They're not in the, you see what I'm saying? Like to actually make it back to the freeze frame scope of the industry where like you're back in it. Cause remember after that, he started doing the runs and he was Jeezy Jenkins and he was talking about his books and shit like that. Like, remember, like he wasn't even like he was a bigger nigga.
All right, at 18, we got Remy Ma, who I think is a little too low. Number 17, Rhapsody.
Why you think she low? I mean, what projects has Remy done?
I mean, just like her presence in like hip
The industry, yeah.
just is
She got that boogie
more
man bitch
than
feel, but she got definitely a bar bitch. But let's be real, she not nowhere near top 20 nothing. She shouldn't even been. Listen, project wise, I gotta give Doechii more credit to her. Remy Ma was like again, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying again she ain't got the bars, but Remy Ma's like biggest verses outside of that conceited shit because she went to prison right after that. And I'm not saying it like against her. I'm just saying her true career, like, is her features on Fat Joe's like one-off hits because like he make one like every year. It seems like he come out with some shit that's like boom, like you know that all the way up or whatever. I don't know how his deal worked, but they go find him the right beat and he make the right song every time to get him popping. Like him and Yo Gotti is comparable in a lot of ways. Cause like Yo Gotti was never like the most popular artist, but he always kept a single on that chart. Always, no matter if it was going down in the DM, or that's what's up, or 5-star chick, or like you feel me? He always kept a single on that chart.
At number 16, we got Doja Cat. Number 15, Meg Thee Stallion.
No,
Number 14,
all time.
Left Eye.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look who we patching up. Like, think about Left Eye career compared to like a Meg Thee Stallion, bro. Like these are people like she's a part of one of the greatest R&B groups of all time as a lyrical artist on that only rapper in the group, and she has additional outside of the group classic features and shit like that help shape the culture as far as how women could be in rap, et cetera, et cetera. And you said Meg Thee Stallion that had the impact of Lisa Left Eye Lopez?
Not yet. Yeah,
Like,
I see her getting there. There's some people that could have been on this list for real.
bro, I feel like the list should be able to be honest, and then once they get on there, they just knock people off. I feel like this list is one of them how to get along and go along lists where they just include people so they don't gotta, because it's not there's a lot of obscure people that we probably ain't thinking about that we not offended by because we don't know they're not on the list and we not thinking about them, right? So they ain't taking nobody's spot in that way. But if we like go in person to person, like the people that's in like bunches, like first off, ain't Lotto been out about just as long as Meg Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
Right. Body of work wise, Lotto done lapped her twice. And let's not kid ourselves, like part of Meg Thee Stallion's popularity isn't due to victimization and the news like circuit. Like, you know, she's not Meg Thee Stallion a rapper no more. She's Meg Thee Stallion the woman, the martyr, so her popularity isn't coming because these songs is flying off the shelves. From what I understand, her last project didn't do that good. Like, you know what I mean? Like these women are already declining, gang, for the most part. Like you know what I mean? Like music wise, how they are, and they on the list. Like they can't even have sustainable runs. Like, bro, what I'm saying is, bro, think about how many niggas ain't on the top 25 male rap list, and think about the runs they had. It's people that had real runs. They had not a great career, but a great couple of years where they was that nigga, the man, the go-to, the everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I can see some lists where The Game, Lloyd Banks, Fab, and a couple other niggas don't.
They don't make it, right? Like, think about niggas like Ja Rule. He not making nobody top 25 list of all time.
But that nigga had a
stretch. Monster. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, think about the runs these niggas had. And they not on the list.
He competing with DMX.
Bro.
He competing with Hove. He competing
with... They got to cut. Bro, a monster run. They got classic songs with Jay-Z. Got classic songs with Mary J. Blige. Got classic songs with J-Lo. Got like these classics to this day played around the world spinning. He ain't never got to work a day in his life. That's why every time you see him on the interview, he's still good. Ja worth $10 million every day. Minimum. Off the body of work, that run that he had, pay him $10 million.
And me and Ned went to the Ja Rule and Ashanti show a couple years ago, and that motherfucker was packed.
That's how big. That's what I'm saying. And he would not make the list.
Standing room only.
And we know he would not make the list of the top 25 rappers of all time. Because of niggas like Eminem and Jay-Z and 50 Cent and Lil Wayne. And I could rattle off the top 10 off the rip. That's already 10 spots. There's only 15 left.
Yeah, niggas not throwing Lupe
you gotta do
in there.
Big Daddy. You got the Big Daddy Kanes, the Cool Hercs, the you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we ain't even
LL Cool J, fuck it.
Right. Once again, when we talk about runs, from like 88 to like 07. Well, no, I'm talking about when I know for a fact he was still banking because I remember when I was still growing up because
he had that head sprung,
bro. Right, and that's what I was just finna say. When he came out with head sprung, I remember watching that bitch on fucking BET 106 and Paul. And I was like, damn, okay, this didn't, because again, he was too old for us. Like, niggas don't get there. Like, I was born in 89. I think LL first song was in 88. Like, I'm talking about his first big, he's the guy. It was in 88. So by the time I'm listening to music in 2003, this nigga's way past a new, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. When he came out, and then he still was doing, like, it wasn't just that when he did the one with, what's A. Marie that, take me to life, take me to paradise. I want to give you, I just remember the videos, because I just remember, like, damn, this nigga LL, he still got it. Because he was still, they called me Big L.A., and that judge just had that bounce, and he was like, okay. Nigga, that shit make you want to. But think about these niggas' runs, bro. Like, think about these runs that we compare, like, top 25 of all time. Think about these niggas. Like, bro, Ja Rule ain't gonna even make the list once again. If we being real, Jadakiss might not make the list.
He not.
Right. Niggas like Fat Joe not making the list. And he got a run that includes Big Pun.
Yeah.
That's how old he is. He was a Terror Squad, Big Pun brother rapper. Big Pun been dead over 20 years.
Hell yeah. And I'm gonna just run through the rest of them real quick. Number 13, Trina. Number 12, The Brat. Don't see nothing wrong there. Here's another one that I probably got an issue with, Cardi B.
Right.
Um,
One album. Smash features. But now what I will give Cardi B, I think she could make the list on a lower level. Simply because of what she did for the culture.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Cardi B should be like number 24 or 23. That's a Cardi B spot. She deserves to. I can see why she deserves to be on the list because she only got one project. But that project was hella impactful and it literally changed the landscape of hip hop forever. Cardi B was the usher that let Nicki Minaj go. She was literally the catalyst for all the bitches that's on the bottom of this list. All the fucking Doechis. Like, she was the one that proved that bitches besides Nicki can be stars.
And she's too close to number 10, Foxy Brown.
Right.
Number 9, we got Eve. Can't complain about
Right.
that.
Again, a hell of a run. I can respect her. Now, I don't think Eve should be as high either. Because we got to think there's women that have had. Well, I guess no, because women don't have that long a rap career. I'm thinking about it. Well, we got the Missy Elliott. But I guess how many of those are there? This becomes the question. Maybe. I'm not gonna argue with it too tough because she is her.
Number 8, Roxanne Shante.
Okay.
Number 7, Salt and Pepper.
I get it. I get why they got it. I get why they up there. It's just because they that iconic.
Yeah.
And I get that.
You wouldn't get some of the raps that you get now
any
without
of
them.
They was the ones that were the remember that bitches wasn't rapping. Right. I need that stays tough and hard and it gives it to me long. Like no, bitches was not doing that.
Yeah, Queen Latifah wasn't saying.
Yeah, like they bitches was not doing what them bitches was doing.
Number 6, MC Light. Number 5, the Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Number 4, Lil Kim.
Okay.
Number 3, Lauryn Hill.
I know why they got her up there just because she did rap, but she's supposed to be like number 9.
Number 2, Missy Elliott.
Absolutely.
And number 1.
Kim should have been number 3. And we know who the big dog gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was never tripping about that. We know who number 1 is.
Yeah. Because
anybody that ever plays anything, anybody that says anything other than Nicki Minaj is the GOAT is a hater.
yeah. So I wasn't gonna make this a topic because I seen the list, and then Net was like, "Can you believe Nicki Minaj is number 1?" And I was like, "Who else would you put right there?"
like no anything out there. You either are a loon, right? And no disrespect to Net, love you, you know that. You crazy, or you just uninformed. There's no way you just. It's not just one thing. It's she dominated all categories. Like everything I was talking about, that amalgamation board that makes them up. Yeah, you got the Foxies and the Nickies and the Lil Kims, and Lil Kim is a super pioneer, so I say she should be number 3, number 2. I wouldn't argue with her being number 2.
Yeah.
Just because she is the blueprint of what every new female rapper today, like people like Salt and Pepper, like edge the board, but like literally every bitch that gets an opportunity to be famous in this industry's image is a liken to Lil Kim. Even Doechii got 100 videos of her on stage twerking in pussy pants. Like this is like all of that. This is all shit. All the shit that Lil Kim did that was fucking edgy is the norm at this point. But back to what you said as far as like thinking like, bro, her run is just, you know, unparalleled. One, and I'm talking about with her, because she's still on top, by the way. Just because she hasn't been around, and she's, you know, I think that she is blackballed from the industry just a bit, mainly just because of the sheer number of fans that she has. She has one of those type of fan bases like NBA YoungBoy. Like she's never not doing numbers.
Yeah.
She's gonna always do numbers. She releases old mixtapes and they go platinum. She's gonna, because she has that type of fan base. But outside of that, like she got every fucking historical record for any female rapper there ever was. So she beating out anybody in accolades, except for the Grammys, by the way, where Doechii has one and Nicki has none, which is just it's absolutely crazy. That just tells you everything you need to know about this fucking award show and this fucking award system, right? Because for Nicki to be beat out like just for like 15 straight years, it's just
she out rapped the niggas,
right? Like and again,
Wayne,
out,
Drake,
she was out selling them niggas. She was out doing, you know what I mean, everything, out popular in them niggas, all of that. So it's like, what? How could you possibly have gotten the vote? Like how? Like even if you want to go like boom, like fuck it, don't even make it like the best female rap album. No, just make it the best rap. Like how? Like there's several years, like no niggas numbers wasn't touching Nicki. Like nigga, as a matter of fact, yeah, Isaiah Rashad was rapping on that part where he say, he's trying to beef with something. I'm trying to be Nicki Minaj. Rich is a bitch. Rich is my hoe on the side. Like nigga, like she, like I'm saying, that's a nigga reference to like I want to be like,
yeah, because I would put her on a list with niggas.
That's what I'm saying. She's that to where we can like niggas don't even like. It's not gay. Niggas get it. Like nigga, she like that. We know you're not saying you want to be a girl. We know what you saying when it say to be up there where she ranked. And that's also is a testament because she's the one that beat the stigma, like you just saying. Nicki's the only woman I know when you start bringing up rap, it's customary to not compare her to other females. She's the only one, the only straight, like, you know, non-dyke presenting, can I say that? I mean, non-gay presenting, whatever the fuck. And I said dyke only because, you know, the manly figure, right? But she's a feminine presenting woman, always was rapping. Even when she was rapping on shit with Gucci, she was already put, like she was rapping about being a woman, but the shit was tough. I remember it. What did it say? Pussy tighter than a choker. Got him smiling like the Joker. Got that, like all that shit. Oh, the slumber party and shit. Like she was already murking like shit.
You put her on a Khaled track with a whole bunch of other niggas, and
it's a dub.
She coming on that hoe, rapping better than them.
And it got to the point where
she gonna sing on that bitch too.
Niggas want to hear the verse. Niggas, straight heterosexual, ain't never thought about no gay shit. Ain't never did no gay shit. Was ready for that verse.
Yeah, on that one song with Drake, that Up All Night or whatever it's called, nigga. I be waiting for her verse to come on. Like nigga, Drake went hard as hell on that bitch. But
I think my favorite record Nicki Minaj ever did to this day was just that Moment for Life. And I think that's just because of when she dropped it, what was happening. Like it's like one of them records where it was like it was a radio record, but it wasn't really. It was like more like an autobiography record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like I'm no longer fighting to survive. Like at this very moment, I'm king. At this very moment, I slayed Goliath with the sling. And at that very moment, she was.
Yeah. On that, who all was on that song? Kanye West.
the
Fuck
monster,
it. Yeah.
Right.
Came on that hoe and just straight.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. At that very moment in time, like I want a moment like that in my life. You see what I'm saying? Like I want a moment where I could say, like Eddie Hall said, like, nigga, I am the world's strongest man. Now, of course, he's not the world's strongest man now, but you can never take away that I was the world. Like at one point, like you just said, like at this very moment, I'm the king. I really am.
Yeah.
She didn't say queen. She said, I'm the king. And she really was. At that very moment.
Yeah. She been dominating the game for a long time. I couldn't see nobody else being number one over her. So I think they got at least some of the top 10 right, but the rest of it was kind of
low. This shit was some of the top 10. I don't think they got. I'm gonna say 85 to 90% of that list was either misorganized or just completely wrong. Like I said, for the most part, love the new girls, like Glorilla, and man, y'all gotta put some respect on what people like bro, Missy Elliott is from like 91. Like even and we talk about rapping, like she's still executive producing rap, you know what I mean? And doing songs. But like you still say like even from that stand, like these people are like the longevity of these people. We're comparing them to people that haven't even been out as long as Young Thug. Like at least let them like these girls didn't come from 2016. If they was from 2016, I could see you at right. They got a 10-year career down there. What like you know what I mean? Like these girls is a couple years. Like how long Glorilla been out? Like 4-5 years.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and again, she still feel like she's on the come up as a new artist for the most part. You know what I mean? Like none of these girls that are on this list have the game in a grasp. The other women that you're talking about on that list though did. At one point, Foxy was that bitch. Mm-hmm. At one point, Salt and Pepper was them girls. At one point, like Queen Latifah was the go-to, the gold standard. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like these people, like none of the girls, like Glorilla, Lotto, Meg Thee Stallion, these girls they ain't got nothing in their fist.
Yeah.
Can't now one of them claim Meg Thee Stallion can't come out right now and claim she the queen of rap. And she knows she can't. That's why you ain't never heard her say no shit like that. Her career don't look nothing like that. Glorilla can't come out and say she none of them, like Glorilla is the closest one to having the game in a chokehold because like she came with record after record after record after record after record.
Yeah, because she came out with that first one and everybody was like, hell yeah. And then that next one was kind of like, But after that, she been on a roll, nigga. Woo. She was like, all right, that one wasn't the one for y'all.
Okay, bet. I got it. Woo. She went stupid on them. Which, again, straight salute. So that's a great run. Let's compare that to Future. Who wouldn't make the list? Right? Mind you, shit came out in like 2012. Future just had 2 number 1 albums in the same year. Last year. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, and this is the type of stuff I be talking about now. I'm not no equality nigga that like that. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to certain stuff, if we're gonna do it, then we gotta do it right. Like rap is not a place where that female coddling is acceptable. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I can't make this a different standard for rap, bitch. Like, dog, it's so many niggas with fucking monumental careers that literally wouldn't make the list.
All right, so Nicki Minaj was number 1. Her former label mate, Drake, went viral this week for a leaked song called Shopping Spree, where he talked about smashing a chick in the Pistons locker room in Cade Cunningham Crocs.
In another nigga's shoes?
Oh man, I'm so glad you didn't know about this because your face was priceless, bro.
Wait, how did he get the shoes?
I guess he was in the locker room.
He just used the shoes.
So the bar is sleeping in the Pistons locker room. I'm on another mission. Cade Cunningham left his Crocs. Yeah, I fucked you in them.
I don't know.
It's the weirdest flex ever,
Bro, that's what
bro.
I'm thinking, bro. Like, okay, I guess. But does he know that nigga or something? Like, what? How did he end up with the nigga?
Shout out to Cade Cunningham, an Arlington legend, man. Detroit Pistons superstar. Got him in the playoffs this year. But
Yeah, but like, so does he fucking?
it'd be different if it was like a Toronto player. You know what I'm saying? Like if
No,
it
it
was
wouldn't.
like
It would still.
I mean, it would
crazy.
still be weird, but
Where was his original shoes?
that
Right, cause he
That
right.
nigga took his shoes off and slid in some
Bro, cause that's what I'm saying. Like, what
size
does he know?
17 Crocs.
Bro, does he know Cade Cunningham? Like, how did he end up with the shoes? Like,
I never seen them together.
right. I've never, right. So, like, this is a random NBA player he knows as an NBA player, probably, and probably possibly knows from, like, personal, because he's Drake, right? And he'd be in the locker room. But where was his original shoes? No one probably thought about that. That's how my mind was.
Slide off these Balenciagas and
Right,
put
like-
on
like-
these Crocs with whatever stickers he got.
Right,
on
bro.
them
So,
hoes.
like, that's the thing. That's how my mind works, gang. Where it's like, so did you keep them shoes, or did you? Where did you put your shoes when you set them off? Like, huh? And then also weird. I mean, because it's such a weird flex. It's like Cade Cunningham left his shoes. I fucked you in them. It's damn near like you remember Cade Cunningham's shoes more than a bitch.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like the important part of this sex was the fact that you was in. Like, I can't believe I got my dick in a bitch while I'm wearing Cade Cunningham's Crocs.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you was thinking while you was hitting this bitch. Like, that's what it seemed like. You see what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, when you rap that, that's what it's, because, like, huh? Like, I wouldn't remember.
That nigga hitting it like, is this that Cade Cunningham stroke?
Right, bro. Like, bro, because you gotta sit, like, I'm sitting there and think, like, bro, you gotta think, like, that's not, I feel like that's not a detail I will remember about that. Like, I would remember I had sex in the Pistons locker room.
Yeah.
But
It might have been in front of Cade Cunningham locker.
and I might remember that.
But I'm not supposed to put that nigga shoes on and be like,
And then if I did.
did you see me when I put my leg up?
Right. And if I did, if it shit sure wouldn't be a monumental part of the sex. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? Like, that
Yeah.
was a emphasis point within the story context. Like, I had on Cade Cunningham shoes when I did this. Like, you should know who I'm talking about because you know
Yeah.
those was Cade Cunningham shoes. Like,
We was right in front of
right,
his
so
locker.
right. So damn, like, so even she would have been like that. Are you gonna fuck me in Cade Cunningham shoes? I'm about to fuck you in Cade Cunningham shoes.
Yeah.
You scandalous. We gonna really fuck with Cade Cunningham Crocs on? Maybe we about to do that. Like, that's what that gives. Like,
These hoes about 4 or 5 sizes too big, but I'm
Bro,
supposed to put that work in.
also that part. Cause what Cade Cunningham, like, what, 6'7", something like that? Like, you know this nigga wear at least a 15, 16. Hell, I wear a 14.
Yeah. It's like this nigga supposed to be making a comeback, bro. And like 3 of the leagues went hard, but it's just like when you just be saying like random, like goofy shit like this, bro, it'd be hard to take you serious.
Yeah, that's not. Well, see, no, I feel like he's overly scrutinized right now, so that's why it probably sticks out more. But no, he always made like references. This ain't like the first one. Like, I mean, even on the even on the Family Matters record, which is clearly still the best record that was made out of the beef. And I stand by that. I really do believe that that was the best record. I mean, not that Not Like Us wasn't good or that it wasn't, a haymaker of a song, but it was that was due more to positioning and momentum and things like that versus comparable content of the songs. Like, because again, like I said, when we start breaking down like the lyrics, it's like certified lover boy, certified pedophile, wop 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 wop. Like he not really like.
That was a Kendrick song where he wasn't rapping at all on that.
Right, like what do you say? What OVO stand for? The other vaginal option? Huh? That's not tough. Not for real. But again, it's the beat. He's not really, and plus it wasn't like he was trying to do his most lyrical. Everybody,
Yeah.
So nobody's like critiquing lyrics like that because it's not really like he's like trying to bar guard you to death. It's more so he's clearly being like sarcastic, vindictive. You know what I mean? Like most of this record is just him really making fun of a nigga. If nothing else. Like, oh, thought you had a girlfriend, fat nigga. You ain't got nothing, you lard ass. What you eat? You FAT stand for? Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, it's that type of shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It was a nice song, but he kind of threw it off.
Nah, man.
That's shit.
That's and that's how it was on Family Matters. He was like, it's what he say? It's only Big D and that's video proof. I was like,
and then he was like, "Our kids should go play at the park."
Yeah, I was like,
right after that, like, nigga, what?
Like, that's not part of it. You should have cut that.
Yeah, somebody should have been like, "Hey, bro,
You don't need that in there. It's still gonna be like if you take that part out, this record, everything is still there. That's how you know you don't need it.
yeah, where is your auntie at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house."
But
That nigga slid on that last.
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. He was rapping like if we been and again over a banging beat. Like bro, I was listening to that. Just like no, bro. He was going in, bro. He was going in, and again, to write that while on tour, he was going the fuck in, and so I get that part where he don't get the love that he want and shit, but yeah.
And then it also came out that the dude that's on his label that got dissed, where Kendrick was like, Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Baca came out and was like, he wanted to respond to that, but Drake was like, nah. And then I was just like, nigga, it was probably best for you to just sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Because if you just seen what he did to the top dog in the game, like,
What was you gonna say?
yeah, what was you gonna do to counteract him saying you got a weird case? Why is he around?
What can you do?
Nigga, sit your ass down. Keep sitting courtside with Drake and just shut the fuck up, bro.
What could you do?
Because I never heard a Baca song before, so I don't want to say that nigga trash. But
I have
like,
never heard one.
niggas didn't even know who you was until Kendrick
Me
said
too.
your name.
I ain't got one over here. I got one.
Because I had to Google who the fuck Baca was. Like, nigga, who the fuck is this nigga? And that's how I found out who you was. Like, it wouldn't have been smart for you to jump in and be like, hey, bro, like, let me defend myself. No,
Never.
Sit your bitch ass down. And
Never would have. Like, like I said, with them records and shit, to me, that was just real. Like, it was just all right. Like I said, very, very aptly timed. And like I said, when it comes to battle, we know you can have 1 million troops and lose to somebody with 100,000 people, depending on the strategy. They'll fuck around and kill all 1 million troops. if your dumb ass let him.
Nigga come through with that horse.
Right. Or
And then niggas start hopping up out that bitch.
Yeah. Funnel niggas into that corridor. All the niggas coming through that hallway just getting jabbed. But yeah, so and that's essentially the picture that I get in my mind when I think about Kendrick. When I think about the way he went, like I said, masterful strategist, very tactical, very tactful in how he went about it. So, you know, he had that element of being able to capture the crowd by knowing what to do at the right time.
Yeah. Oh, y'all niggas don't think I drop enough.
Right.
Well, I just unload the clip.
Right.
And even now, like, they saying that he dropped that Luther video now to keep Nokia from going number one. Because I think Luther is somewhere up there right now. Yeah.
I did not like that record. That 555. Like, it's not something. I don't know. It's like I don't play it when I'm fucking. I don't play it when I'm not fucking. I don't play it when I'm driving. I don't play it when, like, you know what I mean? It's not a record for me. So I mean, again, I'm not saying it's a bad record. It's just real cookie cutter type music. Like, again,
it's something that him and SZA should do together, just like 30 for 30. You know what I'm saying? But I think 30 for 30 is better than Luther, for real.
Right.
It's more quotables on there.
Right.
Like, you fuck with niggas that you think is better than you.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's the other one is just introduce you to that life. Like the beat ain't that cold. It ain't nothing about that record. It's just like, I gotta have that record. I gotta get that record. Like, on some number one shit is what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a little gas with it because like that's not one of the records. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, all the records on GNX, like I probably.
That's not one of the records. Like, that's. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I get.
As a single, I could probably see it over some of them, but
even I mean, like if he's not Kendrick and he drops this record, would that record have got a nigga in the industry? Because when a record's number one, we saying
depending on the female he got on there, I could see it still making some buzz locally.
Locally, right. But that's, see what I'm saying? Like, it would not have, like, this isn't like a number one record.
Might get you some regional.
Right, but when we've seen a record go number one, we've seen a nigga go, like Block Boy JB, right? Relatively nobody artist, they end up getting a number one record, and you see what that did for his, you see what I'm saying? Like his audience. Like, again, that number one record, no, you hear him everywhere. He's like that's what a number one record get me. So, do I think if a nigga dropped Luther out the sky, if we drop Luther, you know what I mean, and you got Net singing on there, and it sounds exactly the same, does this go number one? I don't feel like it would. I don't feel like it's that type of song.
No, it'll get some eyes on.
Right, like it's not going at number one, bro. Like that's what I mean by gas. Right, like what I'm saying, like first time you heard Black Rob, whoa. Right, you see what I'm saying? You see the difference?
Yeah.
Even to this day.
I had a bad bitch
uptown.
It was whoa.
Right, it was immediate. The minute you heard, he like nigga
watching a video and an 18 will
right, bro.
Around and the nigga dropped the bag and he just like.
When that nigga said, more or less, more so, I rip your torso, I live a fast life, but come through in the poor slow like Jinx. Like, whoa.
Before you,
my niggas, Nitro, nice flow, nice, whoa, East Bank with cocaine, like, now I'm Doc Strange in the range, like that record, when you hear it, it's like, that's a number one record.
That was one of the most disappointing albums that I ever bought, bro.
Right, but that's what happened with number one records. You get a number one record.
We passed that hoe around the school, like,
Right.
Hey, bro, you heard that Black Rob, right? That whoa, nigga, it's on here, nigga.
Right.
I gave that hoe to one of my homeboys, nigga. He gave that hoe to somebody
Right.
else, and
Right.
nigga. We don't know what happened to it after that,
Right, bro.
because everybody had that hoe.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It was like that. It was the first time you heard it, you know, oh,
I was like, man,
whoever made this record is gonna have some money on their hands. That's one of those records. Trinidad James, go, everything. As soon as you hear that, don't, this one for them.
Yeah.
We hear, nigga, like, don't, like, woo, like, okay.
He wasn't rapping his ass off.
Right,
but
he
that
was, but
hoe
as soon as you,
went hard,
hear it,
nigga.
you like, let's go there. I wanna, like, you hear it, like that.
nigga.
Right, there you got. If this world was mine, introduce you to that light. 5. Like I just don't. It just don't give number one record. Like this is no Fabulous featuring Tramia. I'm into you.
Yeah.
At least not to me.
Yeah, and with them dropping like multiple songs together at one time, like
But it's
30
not even
for
the
30
best.
gotta be that
Right, it's
one.
not even the best song out of the selection. That's what make it even more not the number one. Cause like when you hear like, oh, y'all got multiple songs, okay, let's compare the two. This one is better than this one. Now, again, I think the fact that it's a love song, whatever. Of course, you're getting a lot of love with ladies, boom, boom. But remember, Scissors,
They
what?
be having it in their story.
Right, Scissors up there when it comes to, and so I could get that part of it, right? But once again, that's off the backs of fan base, establishment, it's that and third, because it's not a number one record. It's the fans are fans at the number one rate. You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, so SZA, I think she got 2 albums. If they put her in the top 25
Classics. I got
R&B,
to. You can't. I can see it. Now, if they do it, I can see it. But if they don't, I'm not mad. But when we talk about, again, it's a lot of R&B girlies out there, though, and that's why I say I can see why she wouldn't be in there. But a lot of those R&B girlies, they not gonna have a control under their belt. Like we gotta be real, man. That control was a moment, bro.
yeah,
That shit was so good. That shit floated that bitch for like 5 years, gang.
yeah.
That bitch
She
was
could
on
really
the
just
charts.
sit back,
right,
and
bro. Like,
just,
bro, for a little bit of time, people wasn't sure if she would. They thought she was gonna do a Lauryn Hill and just say fuck it. Like it was because she did control, bro. It was like when you make a perfect body of work, sometimes it be like that.
yeah,
Where it's just like, I don't need to do anything else. Like, shout out to the dude that made Somebody That I Used to Know. Gaultier, he dropped that bitch and then he dissed a fucking beard. Because when you make a, like, as soon as you, you didn't have to, right? It's sometimes, right? And that's what control was. Broken clocks, swerve on these niggas. We do it like, bro, like, she was, bro, it was a, don't say, like, and I'm saying that not only from a album sales standpoint, but I'm talking about impact. SZA's so many bitches' mothers. Basically all those weird voice bitches. I mean, you hear me, and I do it. You know how their voices is. The look I see with the airy. Yeah, she's so many bitches' mothers. It ain't even funny.
yeah. I think I might have to slide her up there because that control was
That control was
That's
a
probably-
moment.
like on the woman's side. That's probably like my favorite.
Man,
like,
that control up there with Emancipation of Mimi and shit. Like that control,
Yeah,
because again, that was,
that's another one.
you gotta remember, it gets extra pop because this is her rookie album. Remember, SZA was out for a very long time before that and was always in the mix. That's the thing about her. So you see what I'm saying? When you talk about longevity and shit, gotta remember, her and SZA was like the first girlies doing like that. Again, that airy, that I'm a sweat for you. How does shit go? How does shit go on Child's Play? Damn, I can't remember that shit right now. Goddamn, you know what I'm talking about. I can't. But the Serenity, how they talk the air.
Yeah.
They was the first ones doing it. I remember her. 'Cause I remember her ended up having to go against him because he was making the opposite of whatever the fuck she was making shit. Like when they was coming up. That's how old they are because they was back there with the Weeknd. Right? So we talking 2017, 16. I think Child's Play was out in like fucking 18. Like these are girls who are already doing that. So we already had a good base of what SZA was doing. So when she dropped Control, especially a rookie project, technically, but she polished. You know, she polished already. She'd have been doing it, and she drops just so. But the you still say the impact, like it elevates her in a way because remember we already knew what she was doing. This ain't that shit she was doing. The other shit she was doing, that was a vibe. But this is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like that shit, that album changed niggas' lives. How they felt about different shit. How bitches felt about different situations with niggas. Right? That my
was
man
cool
is
being,
your man is
yeah.
your right. Like she literally
It was
changed.
cool with being with you on the weekend.
Right, like bitch, she literally changed like the social climate on certain subjects.
I normally don't fuck with niggas that got girls, but I might just.
Right? After she made that shit, bitches start being like proud side bitches. You better fuck your man before I do. Right? You see that one all the time in social media. Right?
Did you wake up to head today, or do I gotta give you
Right.
some? Or some
Right.
shit like that?
Right. Right. That's something you see tweeted on social media captions, whatever. Right? That's like she literally changed the polarity of what's considered taboo and what's considered acceptable. Like looks wise, she changed how bitches wanted to look. She changed how bitches talked, how they wanted to think, what they thought about, what they listened to. I think she like the number one R&B artist right now, right? Like she got, you see what I'm saying? Like, so I can't argue with you, even though she only got 2 projects in terms of longevity. These are 2, because the other project was no slouch itself. But
and that hoe still going to this day too.
Well, it is gonna go, but that's the thing. That's the thing about making an album.
And I think she made that shit like 2 years ago.
Right, but that's the thing about making an album like Control. When you make a Control, everything gonna pale in comparison. When every song is just the perfect song, that's just the perfect length. All the sounds are the perfect sounds that go together. You see what I'm saying? Like that's sonically, it's very hard to make a masterpiece. A lot of niggas make a lot of great albums, but there are very few albums that are sonically perfect, right? That's why Lauryn Hill gets all the love that she does, because there's literally no day that you throw on a Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Everything just, and the more I try and try, no, it ain't worth it. No, it ain't working. Like, right? Inside. And of course, I sound horrible, but you, like, you know what I'm like, bro, like every time it's a, what would you say? And then a man can't, like, she just, it's sonically perfect. Like, I literally, sometimes I sit there, because, you know, I got the headphones and shit. I just listen to her, like, bro, like, and I just try to imagine what she felt like in the booth. Did she know what she was making? I always wonder, like, when people make certain songs, I always wonder what it was like that night. Like, was it a regular night? Was this just one of the songs that y'all made? Like, do you, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you hear, like Frankie Beverly and Maze, Don't Let Go, right? Like, when he did that song, Like, you know, like, sure, he was like, but you know what I mean? Do you think he knew he was making like the cookout anthem, the feel good black song?
I think he probably knew it would like ring off.
Right, like, you know what I mean? Like
that it would be like
the, you know what I mean? Like
people dancing, they gonna love this.
Right, like,
type shit.
like,
But
no, like,
now,
no, like, not just,
it's
yeah,
like,
like, right, like,
could be
like, nigga be at a funeral. If a nigga start playing that, everybody about to get up. I'm not talking about at the repast. I'm talking about at the funeral. I'm talking about the casket is right there in the front. If nigga crack that, whoa,
doom, 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 doom,
bow,
doom,
dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum, dum. Like, nigga, we going up. It's you play that bitch in a stadium, anywhere, it's a rap. Right? That's what I mean by like.
Yeah, because that's one of them songs, like, if you're not at least, like, moving, you don't have to sing it,
Right.
but if you're not at least
Like, you hate life.
moving side to side
Like,
or
you
something.
really
like,
hate life. Like, even non-dancing niggas will be like, okay.
You're not going to bob your head or
Right,
nothing,
like-
nigga? Like,
Like, you don't like no parts of this? Really? Babies love this. Middle-aged kids love, like, everybody knows this is one of them songs, right? Like, right? But that's what I mean by, like, sonically, like, right? Like, but that's one song. She did that for the complete album.
and it was pretty much fucking flawless.
That's what I'm saying. Every song was that. Now, I'm not saying every song is Don't Let Go, but I'm saying every song was sonically perfect. It was perfect for what she wanted. The lyrics were perfect. It was, like I said, like the flow of it, the you know, everything about it was like it told her story. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's probably why I like that hoe.
right.
Because my favorite R&B album of all time is Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be. And, like, he was extra toxic on that hoe now that I go back and listen to that bitch. But, like,
Right.
nigga, that hoe pretty much just told a story about how a nigga had a chick and he want other bitches. But,
Right.
nigga, that hoe was...
She told her verse. She told her truth. So it was a true album. It was, knock on wood for but yeah, like it was one of them albums where if she died the day it released, it, like, you know what I mean? It like you could listen to that album and get a lesson about who SZA was. Like you would, like, you know what I mean? It was the I'm Here album. It's like Sir first album.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? When he finally made it.
Man. That hair down, nigga.
Bro, when the first time you heard that, I just, what the fuck?
Man.
Oh, that shit make you want a nigga. Let's fucking go. Nigga, I need an X feel off for that. Yeah, you gotta roll with that. You gotta have just the, I've been going silly from the west side. Baby, and the whole time you telling them like, yep, I'm that nigga now. Yep,
That shit went so
like,
hard,
remember when y'all
nigga.
used to hold me? Remember when I was trying to be an R&B nigga? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna do it? Remember y'all dropped me off that label? Guess what? It ain't go so good for y'all.
Top dog, bitch.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, that isn't in the recipe. Let it go. Like,
Yeah.
like these are like the John Redcorn. Like, bro, these are just hello. Why am I alone? Why am I
I gotta listen to that.
bro?
hoe,
That's what I'm saying.
That
It's
hoe- I ain't listened to
sonically,
that hoe in a minute.
bro. It's sonically perfect. That's what I listen for. Like that, like it's like the harmonies, the people, the crescendos, the you don't ever give me, because those are the things that make or break. Like, people wouldn't believe what makes or break a hit hook or something. It's literally a voice inflection or something. It could be you said yeah, or you said yeah.
Ad-libs and them
Right,
fucking-
like
all
it could
that
be,
shit.
it could be like the fact of it being there or not being there could be the difference between, like, it. What's crazy is it's like a lot of shit that come out. Like, prime example, right? Like Kanye West made "Wait Till I Get My Money" right.
Oh, with Jeezy.
Right. Except Jeezy wasn't on there.
Well,
That
they had
was
an
from-
original song.
They had an
together.
original song called "I Got Money," and Kanye West made that song on that beat, and then had the thought. I think Jeezy's vocals on here would go crazy. Call Jeezy. Jeezy said, "I don't even give
Yeah.
a fuck.
I'm not using that shit.
I'm
nigga.
not
Do what you
using it."
want.
He didn't even want credit for the shit. Cause he was talking about how when the first time he had seen it perform, he was standing next to Jay-Z and he was looking and them niggas was singing this shit to the point the stadium started shaking. And he was like, "I should have got on that record." And Jay-Z was like, "Yeah, you missed one." But that little simple, ha ha, yeah, completely transforms the song into something can't even explain it,
Yeah.
right? But sonically, it just makes sense.
Yeah. You need it.
You needed it. Ha ha! You can't tell me nothing. Let up the suicide doors. This is my life, homie. You decide yours. I couldn't tell you who the side was. So I double barrel and park that motherfucker sideways. Old folks talking back in my day. Well, homie, this is my day.
Yeah. That's a classic story.
Right.
Classic song.
Right. You know what I mean? So when we talk about mix some with that simple syrup, that shit just sugar. But
Oh, it wasn't that much simple syrup. It's more cream and coconut in that bitch than.
it's a little better. But no, yeah, man, it's a like I said, that's a classic project. So, I could see why she would get an accolade like that. I could see why you wouldn't put her on there because there's so many R&B legends. Like you would damn near have to like define the type of R&B because if we go on like just top 25, you got people like Anita Baker and like Roberta Flack and Etta James. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's no way scissors up. Like you know what I mean? Like if we're going.
Oh yeah, if you go way.
Right, like you see what I'm saying?
way
Like Whitney
back.
Houston, Mariah Carey, like it's no way SZA even in the room. That's why I said, what type of R&B are we defining? Are you say like SWV type R&B going forward, or because like all of that was considered R&B, right? So the Shaka Khans, they made R&B too, right? You see what I'm saying? Like.
I think the women list might be harder. Than
You
the
feel me?
men's for
Like-
R&B, for real.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Women's R&B, like, bro, you got Whitney Houston on that list, bro. Where does Whitney go? Where do you put Whitney?
I'll probably put Whitney number 1 and Mariah number 2,
Right?
just based off like vocals,
Right. But see, a lot of people, right? Which, again,
and then maybe Brandy after that.
right? So then where Beyonce go? See what I'm saying? Like, because see, Beyonce's a lot of people number
She
one.
would probably be top 5 just based off her
Yeah.
career, but
See, Beyonce is a lot of people's number one.
I'll probably put her at number 4.
Right. You just put her number 4. Whitney Houston's like.
Whitney Houston is the best female vocalist of all time. There's no question. Nah.
You won't
That
even,
nigga-
you won't even hear
I don't
it.
even want to argue
You
with
don't even
nobody
want to
about
hear
that.
you don't even want to hear me play devil's advocate for the folks. You said fuck that.
I mean, Beyonce, she make hit songs. She can sing. But for me, I put Rihanna over her because Rihanna
Oh, no,
like,
that's a bold statement.
challenges herself vocally more than Beyonce. Like Beyonce will come on the song, she'll kind of rap, she'll kind of sing, but like Rihanna kind of like push herself to like let you know that she can sing. But I would put her at number 5 on the list just based off she haven't really did shit
Damn,
for the last.
Beyonce number 5.
No, Beyonce number 4. Rihanna number 5 for me anyway.
I would
vocally.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with you over Whitney Houston, like right. But I'm saying I would just give it like I said, playing devil's advocate. Beyonce is a lot of people number one.
Oh yeah,
that's what they say like all the time, right?
She like the Michael Jackson today for real.
Right. So a lot of people
see
say
that,
she
but
number one with a bullet. But you know, I was alive for a little bit of the time, so I heard a lot of the records, and then the shit I didn't. I was fortunate enough to know of her, so I went and looked it up when other niggas did. But yeah, no, that was one singing ass bitch. That bitch could sing so good. They made her a literal movie star. like all the R&B bitches, they might get like that movie cat on.
Yeah,
she was a real movie star.
Beyonce did Carmen
right
first.
Right,
and then Dream Girls.
Right, like they was doing box office smash.
And we going straight. This ain't going to MTV.
Right, like this going straight. Like they was doing box office.
You about to be in The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner.
Right, bro. Like these went award winning.
And then you about to be in A Preacher's Wife after that.
Like immediately, she was that fucking big. Like that fucking big. From that same regard, right? Just remember, you gotta live. Right, and then you got. But that's what I'm saying, bro. SZA.
I'm not gonna
25.
say my Aaliyah take in my DMX jersey.
Okay. Well, no, I got a taste about her too, but I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that she like should be high on the list or anything like that. I'm just saying that.
Thank you, because I didn't.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying when we're talking about the top 25, is we put SZA over Aaliyah.
Easily. I'll say that.
SZA over Aaliyah.
Easily.
Aaliyah has some projects, bro. I remember listening to them bitches myself, bro, on CD. I remember listening to them bitches spinning on the boombox, bro. 4-page letter, all that. Like, she has some, some bangers. That also stand.
Carrie Hilson did too, but I wouldn't put her up there.
Right.
I'm not
right, but see,
I don't want to disrespect Aaliyah, bro. You gonna
push
me to the
Carrie Hilson didn't have the deliverability of Aaliyah. She didn't have the whatever it is that Aaliyah got, like that made her like a fan favorite, top selling, top whatever artist, but way before she died, by the way. She was all that way before. Like she's one of the rare ones that she was probably as popular as anybody came before she died. Like one little like crazy take that I have, like it's like a parallel universe like type of take is I sometimes think about the fact that, and of course Jay-Z would have an argument against this, but I just don't know if Beyonce becomes Beyonce if Aaliyah doesn't die.
You smoking rocks?
I told you
it's like, no, nigga. Like, bro, I don't want to do Aaliyah like that, bro, but...
No, bro, this is why, right? One, bro, when Aaliyah was out, Beyonce was out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching Beyonce interview Aaliyah on the red carpet for MTV. That's how different their roles were at the time. Is all I'm saying. Like, so Beyonce would have had to come up and like take Aaliyah's everything. And I don't know if she would have had, like, she came up in a vacuum, is what I'm saying. At the time when Beyonce first popped, I think it was like A. Marie, like, was a popular one.
Maya.
Like, right, like, Estelle. I'm talking about her solo shit, not the Destiny Child shit. I'm talking 03, Crazy in Love. She walking down, she do the iconic booty short, whatever dance, and then we know the rest is fucking history, right? Because that's what took her to and I was there for it. I seen it, so I don't need to.
Alicia Keys.
Right. Alicia Keys. Right. Right. It was a lot of
Number 6.
right.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It was a vacuum for Beyonce at the time. Like no, there was no Beyonce. What I'm saying is Beyonce was the only woman that was doing stuff to me to the level of degree, promotion wise, emphasis wise, street shit that also matched Aaliyah. Like Alicia Keys wasn't doing that. That wasn't her lane. Like a lot of these other girls, Maya was the cute girl next door.
A. Marie tried to do it.
A. Marie tried. She didn't have no body, and she didn't have.
She was alright.
I mean, but for the time, remember this is '03. This is Buffy the Body and them starting to be.
Beyonce wasn't nowhere near that.
But she had a body, a crazy body. At that time, she had a crazy body. You know, she had a real tight, real everything was that. Remember, that's what the booty short emphasized. The little like top with the, you know, she was doing a whole. That's what she was going for. But I'm saying I'm saying, A. Marie. She's not like again. She's a very pretty girl, but she's not really a body girl.
Yeah. I don't know about now.
And neither was Aaliyah. Yeah, neither was Aaliyah, right? But remember, Aaliyah was in the era when she came up of like the slender. You could be a tomboy. Women wear like baggy pants and type, you know what I mean, type shit, and all that shit was cool. Around the time when Aaliyah was remember she was doing stuff like that, More Than a Woman and all of that stuff. Like, remember she was transitioning more into her.
Oh, yeah, them with little cheeks.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. Look, she never had. Go look up Beyonce.
She's still alright though.
That's what I said. She's always been a pretty woman, but she doesn't have. Like, go look up Beyonce, "Crazy in Love" video or whatever it is. Man, you gotta look up the "Crazy in Love" because you know any pictures of Beyonce got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember this. Like she came out stacked, right? Remember that's the whole point of that outfit, right? A little tank top, the tiniest booty shorts in the world. That was legal at that time. Remember, a lot of remember you got remember, bro. Back like nigga, the uncut like bitches wasn't doing a lot of this shit. Like Beyonce was, you know what I mean? So she fit. All I'm saying is she filled the vacuum. Now I'm not saying that she wouldn't have been able to be Beyonce because I can't speculate. All I said was my mind played around with that concept because I oftentimes just wondered. Like again, I know you thought Aaliyah was dog shit.
I mean, I don't think she was dog shit, but
well. Let's say, let me rephrase. I know you thought that she was overhyped. Put it like that. But overhyped means she was hyped. And at the time when she died, she was just getting started on being the biggest R&B dominator. Like, that's the difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why her death hurt so much because, unlike a lot of people, she didn't get her love off of dying. Because that's what most artists get, right? They was minimally supported, et cetera, et cetera. Then they die. Then all of a sudden, they was a GOAT. They a legend. Well, no, she was Romeo, the Queen of the Damned was her next project coming out, which was a solo blockbuster. You remember them? Like, nigga, she had that new projects. Remember, she did Rock the Boat. Again, these songs were popping. This was...
Well, Rock the Boat came out after she died.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But that was the next song that was about to come out. Like, I'm saying, on the trajectory, I think the first one before that was like More Than a Woman. Like, all her projects were doing crazy numbers, and she was only getting bigger. So by that point, Beyonce would have had to take down the biggest. She would have to take down Beyonce. Like, think about what a bitch got to do right now to take down Beyonce. a tall order, dog. That's all I'm saying. Now, that's not me saying Beyonce didn't have the talent, the work ethic, or none of that. But she would have had to take down Beyonce in order to become Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like Aaliyah was huge, bro. Like not the I'm talking pre-crash Aaliyah. She was she's in a fucking action movie with Jet Li. Like one of the biggest fucking stars of our time for like 50 years. Like he had already been Jet Li. Right, DMX, right. Like, you know what I mean? So like, yeah. And she was already in there, bro. She was doing that with, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like you said, nigga, Beyonce first movie was Carmen, nigga. This shit went straight to MTV type shit, like nigga. And it was a good move to get her like, and I'm not saying
on MTV this Thursday.
I'm not saying that she wasn't in Dreamgirls and stuff like that, because again, I want to give her all the respect. I love Beyonce, right? I'm just saying from a parallel universe or just from a galaxy standpoint, it does cause one pause to ponder what happens. See, like people do the same thing with Jay-Z, right? But I always try to tell them the difference is Jay-Z was Biggie's peer to Biggie then. So I can't really give you the argument about if Biggie didn't die, what would Jay-Z be? Because Biggie and Jay-Z was literally making several songs together in which they was clearly acknowledging each other as peers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if no matter what you thought of Jay-Z, Biggie thought Jay-Z was the shit. Clearly, right?
Yeah. It wasn't like he didn't know the nigga or no.
Right, like he was like, that was his man, $100,000. So Jay-Z wasn't going anywhere, regardless. So you see what I'm saying? Like if anything, shit, Biggie probably would have accelerated how long it took him to do the shit that he ended up doing, because he was already that nigga then. Now he was. Now I'm not saying that he was on Biggie's level in the rap industry, but what I am saying is that he was there. Like when Beyonce was, like I said, Beyonce was fucking red carpeting, interviewing people like Aaliyah in fucking this in the same time that Aaliyah was the fucking boss. So like she would have had to do work just for Aaliyah to like acknowledge her. Cause come on, bro, like when you that big, you know, goddamn well they'll give a fuck about them niggas on the red carpet. Who the people ain't nobody. You know, like bro, you're on the red carpet, bro. We could make you interview people. Like, imagine what it take to get Beyonce to interview somebody right now. Right. The concept is laughable.
You're not supposed to see that. You're not supposed to see a Beyonce interview.
Right. No, you might fuck around and see a Beyonce interview, but I tell
that
you,
bitch old as hell.
I tell you what, you for shit show gonna see a pig fly before you see Beyonce interview somebody else. Right? That's all I'm saying. Like, so think about where she was at compared, like imagine what it would have took to get Aaliyah to interview somebody at that time. Right? So Beyonce would have had to take down Beyonce in order to get to her spot. I'm just not certain that she could have done that. Now, again, with her body of work and shit, there's a clear argument that says that Beyonce is better than Aaliyah. Now, we get that now. But as you know, the music industry doesn't work like that. There's a lot of things, again, it's like wrestling. So a lot of levers got to be pulled in order for other shit. Like, you know, it's like when niggas pop, it's because of something. When niggas go down, it's because of something. It's never because of nothing. The music industry has never been fair. It never rewards just talent. It rewards the best marketing. You know what I mean? The best gimmick, right? Shit, you can sing great, right? But if this bitch sing about sucking dick and you don't, and the people like to hear about dick sucking, well,
you lost.
Well, they hiring at Kroger. Because you hang it up, right? It's a fickle game, is what I'm saying. So Beyonce would have had to be doing her absolute best, while Aaliyah was doing her absolute worst. Again, this was America's sweetheart.
Yeah, she was. Because I remember when she died, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was on 106 in Park when I walked in the crib.
Niggas cried
and
on 106 in Park.
And my dad, he was sitting in the living room watching that shit. I was like, bro, you ain't never watched 106 in Park before. Like, what the fuck going on, dog? And they came back, AJ and Free on there. Aaliyah died, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I was like, oh, damn. Like, that's like one of the first, like, celebrity deaths, like, I really, like, remember. Like, I remember, like, hearing about Pac dying. And I remember Princess Diana dying, like, a little bit after that, or maybe before that. But, like, I was like a real little kid, so that shit really just didn't
register. I got you.
But when she died, I was like, oh damn. One of my homies had her poster in his room and shit.
The Jinx shot.
The stock shit, man. Because after we potted last week, I woke up on Saturday and I think Net kind of pranked me a little bit. Cause she was like, soon as I woke up, she was like, have you looked at your 401k? And I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really something I just like check on all the time.
Right.
And she said something that made me go look in the app. And then when I went in, I was like, huh? I was like, nigga, what? Niggas, so like Saturday is the day where my shit reset and I could see exactly what I got in there and my HSA reset and I could see all my shit. But the 401k part, I was like, nigga, no. Like, this was like 2 years ago, nigga. Like, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? And she was like, oh yeah, they told people not to look at their 401k because of the stock shit. And I was like, bro, like, you really just pissed me off right now because I'm mad as hell. But, like, I kind of know how it go. I done seen my shit go down a couple hundred when the market is bad, but I ain't never seen my shit like this, nigga. And I was a little heated, but I seen some of your tweets where you was like, these stock market experts is, you know what I'm saying, going crazy or whatever you said. And I kind of felt you, bro. Like, I wasn't going to panic over this shit because I know how the game go.
Did you check it recently?
It went back close, but it ain't ain't all the way there.
It ain't all the way there. It's back close, though.
Yeah, it's back close.
Yeah, they told you it was going to fall off a cliff and it was going to be all over. You might as well just go hang yourself, didn't it?
Yeah.
I said, no, the market dips. This is the thing people need to understand about stocks and stuff, right? And I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything like that. I understand a little bit about a lot, right? The market just made all-time highs in like January. The market cannot just keep making all-time highs.
No.
Understand this, right? The way stocks work, right? I mean, the way the trading stock market works is people buy and sell orders, right? And market price is dictated by the volume of orders that's purchased in a given period of time, like on the buy or sell side, right? So let's just use round numbers and say you got 100 buy orders and you got 50 sell orders, right? So the market would go up because you got more buy side liquidity than you have sell side liquidity to generate the upward movement. Similarly, when price goes down, you have more sell side options, right? So when somebody says something about some tariffs and people start selling shares and things like that, the market falls because you have a lot of sellers and not a lot of buyers. And
I think,
right?
Oh, I'll get to it later.
Well, I'm just explaining this like for dummies, right? So, and I'm not saying y'all are dummies. I'm saying literally like the book, right? Um, so when you have all time highs and then you get news, right? They have speculation in psychology. The market runs off of that. So when people are told that the economy's bad and things like that, and they have a 401k or they have stock, right? If they got stock, so you can't pull your 401k, you got to live through it anyway, right? But if you own stock and your shit dip $2,000 out of the blue, what you gonna do? Close it out, right? Especially if you
At a loss?
No, if you still up, right? Something, right? Or yeah, even if you're at a loss, because depending on who you are and depending on what you just bought, like you got to remember.
Depending on where you bought in.
Right.
Like,
some people bought in right before it fell, so they're down.
You bought in at
right.
like 250 and it went to 500. And
right. And then that bitch
you
dropped.
only lost like a little bit, so you're like, shit, nigga, let me just go ahead and cash out, right?
Because it's a drop, and that's not what you wanted from the market, right? You went in for a buy, so why would you stay in on a sale, right? So that's common sense, right? So, yes, Trump has impact on the news and things like that. But ultimately, price is going off of market speculators.
Yeah.
So when you see all these stock experts and shit,
and I think it's more people aware of what's going on in that market. Because since the pandemic, more people have been
right. You got way more people that's involved, right? So you got way more people to impact the influence of what people think of the market.
Yeah.
So when people say, well, so when a market falls 2-3 trillion in a day, and everybody and they start reporting how it fell, and then all the people that understand it start saying, "Oh, we're finna be in a recession. The market's crashing." Boom, 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 because it's the biggest loss in recent days, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. And then I look back and I'm zooming on the charts, and you go out to the 5-year. It's like, wait, this market's at all-time high. This is a retracement, meaning this market is going back down because it doesn't stay at all-time highs. It goes like this, right? Every chart you ever seen goes like this, right? Like every time you see anybody talk about stocks, you ain't never seen no shit that go like this. It's always look like this, don't it? Right? Every time I do this, that's down, right? So every time I do this, that's down, right? So just made all-time highs. Now it's doing this, that's the down. Now just because it goes down further than the other time I did it, doesn't mean anything because historically the market has always increased. So the question becomes the waiting game on how long and what liquidity you have to hold or lose while it's going negative, right, if you bought it at the wrong time. That's really all it is because the market corrects itself over time.
Yeah. I think, like, over the last 5 years, niggas done became, like, way more savvy over how they view stocks and shit. So, like, if a nigga hear tariff and other countries not gonna go with it, a nigga might know, hey, it might be a good time for me to unload some of this shit so I can get that bread back. Right. So when this shit go down, I can just spread this shit around other shit that I wanted to buy. Like,
right. Price, right. Buy low, sell high. Right.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of some niggas is still
but
don't know.
When they do that, the market goes down because they're pulling orders, and that's what people don't understand. So the market has what you call fake outs, right? The reason why they call fake outs is because the overall sentiment of a particular stock may or may not be to sell or buy, right? But the reason why it's called a fake out is because if we trading at this price and 1,000 niggas decide that this is something bad in the news, has them spooked, and they pull their money, the price has to go down because it doesn't have, it's got to close these orders. Every time somebody close out this order, they're taking away an order from the buy, from the you see what I'm saying, from the pool. Yeah. So the price has to go down. It's a fake out because the banks that's involved are probably still wanting to buy. Remember, buy low, sell high. So they're anticipating off this dip that we're gonna buy this shit when it hit a certain price low, and then price shoots back up, right? And that's what you typically see, right? But the fake out was because when those people pull their orders, the price goes down. So then other people go, oh, the price is going down. I need to sell too. Now it's a bunch of people selling, and it is falsely making the market go down because they're not holding their fucking contract.
And y'all niggas seen this shit with the GameStop and the AMC shit, and y'all niggas did not catch on.
What?
That was an easy lesson in this shit for you to know how this shit go.
You can make a price. You can
There's
break a
articles
price.
that broke this shit down play by play.
You can make a price. You can break a price. And a lot of times, consumer news is what makes or breaks a price, not because of the news, because of how people feel. Because niggas decided that we gonna pump GameStop stock up. And so they got their money together and made GameStop an unbelievably wealthy, worth-wise company basically overnight. Even though GameStop didn't change any of their infrastructure, none of their buildings, none of their inventory.
They didn't announce they was opening up new warehouses or nothing, nigga.
Nothing.
GameStop might have been in decline at that time.
Yeah, no, GameStop was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were finna go bankrupt. And that was the reason why they ended up doing it, because it was a big conglomerate that had shorted them like $40 billion.
Niggas mad that you going in there with a game that you had for a couple weeks, and now they trying to give you $5 for this bitch.
No, they got and if y'all don't know what the short is, it means somebody put it in a position to sell GameStop contracts at a certain price because they anticipated the devaluing of GameStop. And so what they're gonna do is, let's say you have a price, the price is $100. I'm gonna sell it, I'm gonna short it at $100. Yeah, or I'm gonna short sell it at $100, and then let's say the price goes down to $20. Then I'm gonna buy those contracts back to repay you at $20. That's an $80 spread per contract for me though.
And that's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying with the tariff shit, if niggas be like, oh shit, the word tariff is out there and other countries might not be willing to do it, like it might be $300 and the shit go down like to $150. Let's say $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you could sell that shit off and you got $2 extra $100 to play with that you could spread around other shit because everything else is going down. So now, if you a nigga that bought enough shares in certain shit, you could pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. Like, oh, nigga, Tesla going down, Apple going down. Like,
yeah. And see,
let me get in there because when these motherfuckers go back up, it's up. Like,
but see, not only can you do that, but once again, once they realized that they had the short position, all the people got on a Reddit thread, and they started making the Reddit thread big in terms of the knowledge base. And then everybody just start putting all their money into the company. Now, even though GameStop doesn't have the assets to match the money on the books, as long as people are buying the contracts that they are selling, they are worth whatever the contracts say they worth. So if we buy $500 million worth of GameStop worth $500 million. Doesn't matter if they only got $20 million worth of inventory. Doesn't matter that they ain't selling none of this.
It don't matter what their
inventory.
yearly evaluation
None
was.
of that matters, nigga. They worth $500 million.
Cause I said so.
Cause I said so. And that's how stocks work. It's all stocks is one nigga making price whatever they is, and you either buy into it or you sell against it.
Yep. Cause every time Apple drop an iPhone, the stock's going up.
But because people believe that the stock should go up.
Because they know people fist to buy iPhones during this period.
Right,
so
right, exactly.
That's a good time to get in and get out if you one of them niggas.
So if you looking for an investment period, it's only common sense for you to believe that when Apple dropped this phone, they're gonna become more valuable.
Nigga, when the new Xbox or the new PlayStation come out, you hear it's news based for real. Like,
right,
it's going down with this.
Right.
This is the new products that we got coming out for this quarter or for the year. you either believe it or you don't. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna jump on or I'm not. On the, I seen a nigga do a vlog, and
Dulu, lay down.
he was like in the mall, and it was a electric car company that's, I guess they trying to compete with Tesla, but they get whatever electric car company it is, they got stores in malls like Tesla did. Like if you go to the Galleria in Houston, I don't know if they still got it, but when I went one time, you could walk in and you could put a Tesla together, and they got the same type of shit in the mall that he was at. I don't remember the name of the company, but I was like, shit, nigga, if niggas was to be picketing Tesla and boycotting Elon Musk, like, that might be a
Alternative.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. All of that speculation based off of what people feel. Like the market sentiment is based off of what people feel, is what I'm saying. So if people feel like the market is doing bad, then the market is doing bad because people are going to behave like the market is doing bad, even if it's not. Even though like I said, even though we're at all-time highs, retracing it out, we finally started to start a downtrend. So the price has hit a downtrend status. However, it hasn't changed the price. Like 2 years ago, we was in like the 4,000 range. We're in like the 5,000-6,000 range now. So we're talking market growth exponential, right? Over this period of time, depending on what you invested in over time, it exponentially grew. Had to, right, to get to the extra 1,000 points. Be able to even lose how the market doing and still not be at its previous high before it broke that high. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. All of this shit is ridiculous. When these people, like I said, I feel like, you know, all this shit be fear mongering. Like it's much easier to see as an adult once you get older and you can recall, and then you realize like what people was talking about, and it's like, no, because it's like, again, like the whole world is shouting this shit, and I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
No.
It doesn't work like that. Like it worked. Like Trump said something about tariffs. Yeah, true. That's not how price works though. Price doesn't just fall and it doesn't just go up. The market never does that.
Yeah.
What would be the need of, like, it wouldn't be no strategy to it, right? The
Yeah.
market would just be dropping and you could just sell, or the market would be just going up and you could just buy.
Because the hardest shit about the tariff shit that niggas don't understand is eventually, if this shit ride out, we got to figure out how to produce some of this shit
Right.
that we buying from other places
Mm-hmm.
here. And that's what's going to take the money, and that's what's going
Right.
to take the infrastructure
Right.
to get going. And it's not the market. Like,
Right.
you going to have to figure out, nigga, hey, we've been buying iPhones
Right.
from over here. Y'all been getting them hoes for $1,200. With the tariffs, $3,500.
Right. Now, how people gonna afford that?
Yeah. Do you want to get the iPhone or not, nigga? You a Samsung nigga like me?
That's
How
what I
you
was
gonna
thinking
get that
about, bro.
shit, nigga?
No, not just that, bro. Think about something simple. Car parts,
Yeah.
right?
Because the niggas with foreigns, all you niggas with Benzes and Suzukis and
right.
fucking
That's what I'm saying. Hondas, all that.
BMWs and
And
yeah.
don't get me wrong, they got some of you got American factories over here, but nonetheless, they still got factories in China. Yeah, car parts.
Yeah, if you
So,
got
like,
an official foreign, then
yeah, you out of there.
yeah. Cause your shit break down today, nigga.
Yeah,
You
out
missed
of there. Or you finna pay triple through the nose, nigga. You finna pay $700 for a lug nut. Nigga. What is niggas talking about?
I need a new starter. That hoe is $2,400. Niggas gonna be mad than a motherfucker.
Niggas gonna be mad. But like I said, bro, ultimately, the sentiment that I was saying there is, please be informed. Listen, it's been the Poor Podcast, episode 135. No introduction.
Yeah, you don't know who we are. If
We
you're
don't know
first
who
time.
we are, why we talking, but fuck it, we here, bitch. Episode 135 of the Poor Podcast. I am Rick Code, man.
It's your boy Dubz 817. Oh no, I think that might be my favorite reposado.
It's decent for sure. Very decent. But it's not better than Don Julio for sure. For sure. Not better than Don.
It's a $20 difference. Though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, for the bottle, yeah, no, for sure. But Don
It's
Repo,
a big
bottle, yeah, sure. Now, for the money, again, you know Rick, he gonna find it for the money. For the money, a banger. For the money. But it's not
frugal guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. I'm a for the money nigga. I just like bang for my buck because, see, I could run through a bottle of Dunn in a day or two.
Oh, yeah, because that bitch is like...
Right, bro. You get a drink, bro.
Do they got big bottles?
Yeah, bro, I ran through that bottle of Dunn I had in like a fucking day or two, bro. Or not even like a day or two. I'm not saying like, oh, yeah, I drunk. Like, I'm saying like, you know, between like if you got multiple people hitting that bottle, that bitch lasts. Yeah, that bitch is nothing. Like, if your homies just take a shot. You know, everybody want a shot done. Like, nigga, shot of that, nigga, shit. Nigga drank halfway through that bitch, nigga. You got a full fifth left, nigga. Like...
That's why I try to get the big bottles when I cop shit on here. Cause
that's easier. That's an easier way of life. But as always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. And as always, make sure you
po up.
Po.
R.I.P. to the GOAT, man. Or one of the GOATs.